The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Detroit! Looking to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. Still moving. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at that. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
All right, here we go.
On the give, this is Drake. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start out on the ground with Bell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And again, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A nice move in midfield. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw here. And throw right side complete to Parker. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
Lucky 56!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a handoff for Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They're going to look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the high.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gun. 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 Gun.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Hut.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And now running right through it. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on first down, Drake again. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave them with a second and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
No. Check. Patriots. Patriots. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gun.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4.